Hey babes, this is my top 10 favorite horror movies of 2023. It is now a new year, but I think it is still so important to go over some of my favorite horror movies of last year because there was so many that are now like in my top 10 favorites of like all time. So I have to share them with y'all because y'all are my best friend. Like, what would I be doing if I was gatekeeping my favorite horror movies? You get me? Also, this video is not professional at all. I'm just going to talk about why I like this horror movie. If you want to know the exact plot of the movie, what it's about, characters' names, all of that type of stuff, then go watch the trailer on YouTube. But this is just my opinions and why I like these horror movies. So starting with my favorite horror movie of last year, it is going to be Evil Dead Rises. I literally am obsessed with the way that they did this movie. I didn't really know what to expect because it is a remake. I'm pretty sure they already have like 3 of them out. So I don't know. I thought maybe is it gonna be like cheesy or not done as well as the original. And I think it is literally amazing. The opening scene, the title scene is so fucking crazy. If you have seen Evil Dead Rises, please comment below and tell me what y'all were thinking when you watched that opening title scene. But I love the main character, like the mom with the red hair. She is such a babe, so cute, such an amazing actress. It's basically about 2 sisters and they're reuniting. One has a family. The son in the family finds a book. He opens it. It says, "Do not open." It's literally like nailed together, nailed shut, glued. And he's like, "I'm gonna open it. Like, why not?" And he does. And there is a lot of consequences that follow him opening that book. Next is going to be The Nun. The Nun is in the Conjuring series, which is honestly probably my new favorite horror series other than Saw, of course. I am obsessed with all of the Conjurings, the Annabelles, the Nun. They're all one long storyline. They did The Nun 2. I was fucking obsessed. That bitch scares the fuck out of me when she is in the dark. Creepy as fuck. Oh my god. I'm pretty sure too in that one was the scene with the fucking hallway. Like, let me just put a little clip. Yeah. I hope you have nightmares tonight. I really do. But she is my new favorite like horror character girl right now. So if you haven't seen The Nun, please go watch the original, then watch the second one and tell me what you think. Also, I love, I don't know her name. Y'all, I told y'all this wasn't gonna be professional, but I love the bitch in The Nun who, is what's her name, Violet in American Horror Story season 1 Murder House. Go away. I literally love her. I love that she has found herself still in the horror genre, but she's not doing the same TV show. You know, she broke out of that and didn't want to stay in American Horror Story. I'm guessing. I'm talking like I know her. I'm like, she told me. But yeah, I'm literally obsessed with her in this whole series, and yeah, go watch it. Then I'm gonna definitely have to say The Exorcist. It is also a remake. If you haven't seen the first Exorcist and you like newer horror movies, I love the way they did this one because I do think that the first Exorcist is amazing. Literally so good. But for somebody who is like new to horror movies or just younger, they do not want to watch something that slow. Like, it takes literally probably like an hour for anything to even start happening in the original Exorcist. So I love how this one just gets straight into it. I love how there's 2 girls instead of 1 girl as the main character. I love the plot twist at the end. The Exorcist is basically about the devil and he possesses a young girl's body. It is just so good. I love anything that is like religion based or like anything like that in horror movies. It always scares me. The Exorcist, the one I just said, is probably the least scary out of the 3 that I just said. So if you're watching this and you just want to know what type of movies I'm into, or, you know, want to watch some things that I like but you're not super into just being fucking terrified, then I would definitely say start out with The Exorcist. I'm gonna get some water because I need it. Okay, next on my list is Hell House Origins. I did not know about this series at all until watching this one, and I wasn't confused at all. So you don't have to like rewatch the whole series unless you watch this obviously and fucking love it like I did. Now I am gonna watch all of the movies before it. It is so fucking creepy. It is a found footage documentary. I love found footage horror movies, or like webcam ones. Any ones like that are so fucking good. This one is found footage of this haunted house, and there's just some really fucking creepy ass jump scenes. There's these statues that they keep showing throughout the movie, and they move, and a lot of just weird shit gets seen on camera. There's also a scene where a girl's like on her laptop, and while she's on the laptop, she's on an interview. So she's like Skyping someone or on like a Zoom call. And as she's on it, her notification pops up, and it's like somebody messaging her, and it's like, I see you or something. And it's a photo from inside the house, but like downstairs. And then she reads it, and she's on this interview, like, you know, she can't pay attention to this email. But then another message comes in, and it's like now them staring at the upstairs where she is in the room upstairs. And then another photo comes in, and it's like getting closer and closer to the room she's in. And eventually the photo is like of the door of where she's in, and you see her sitting down. Like someone is taking a photo of her while she's reading these emails on her interview call, and it's from her behind, and it's getting closer and closer and closer, and it's just, and she turns around, and I won't spoil it for y'all, but go fucking watch it because it's so fucking crazy. Next is Saw X. I love Saw. I really do. But I'm gonna be honest, I was expecting a little bit more. I had to add this on my list though because I love Saw. If I left it out, that would be so fucking rude of me. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I expected a little bit more. The first trap is definitely the best trap. When they fucking have the suction eyeballs on, my toes were curling. I was holding the seat like, I don't like anything that involves like eyeballs or like any type of needle going towards an eye. I cringe. I literally cringe. But I loved seeing like the main characters back. Amanda was back, you know. It was so amazing to see everybody. And it was definitely based more on John's storyline and what was going on with him now, which I really loved. So that one was really good. If you haven't seen the other Saws, I wouldn't recommend this one. I'm gonna be honest, because you're gonna be like, I don't really give a fuck about John's storyline. But if you are a like diehard Saw fan, then you're going to appreciate this movie a lot. Next on my list is Cobweb. Cobweb is a movie that is supposed to be like Coraline. So Coraline, if you haven't seen Coraline, it's like a motion picture animated type thing. And it's about a girl who lives at home with her parents and her mom. She ends up creating like this other world, and her mom is evil, and she has like the other mother, and her mother's creepy and all this crazy stuff, okay? Cobwebs is supposed to be the real life version of Coraline and just extra horror. And instead of a girl character, they did a little boy. So you wouldn't know at first that they're kind of like tied into each other in a way. But I saw videos explaining it and watching it on TikTok and stuff like that, and I loved. And honestly, it makes sense because it's basically about a little boy, and he's living at home with his parents, and his mom starts acting real fucking weird, and he's kind of acting weird, and things are going on in the middle of the night, and the dad and mom are like, what? Like, I don't know, what's wrong with you? So that one was definitely good. If you love Coraline or have seen Coraline, then you will like this because it is definitely like a darker version of what Coraline would have been. Then we're going to do The Passenger. The Passenger isn't really like a jump scare type of horror movie. It's more of like a horror like thriller. It's very dark. There's a lot of triggering scenes, shooting, very dark things, but I wouldn't say it is like horror as in like ghost and stuff. But it is about a guy who at work, he's kind of like a nerd. He's really shy and he just works his normal job in his small town, and he goes into work a normal day. Some shit goes down with like one of his coworkers, and all of a sudden his other coworker blows off the brains of the guy that he was arguing with, his coworker, and he kills everybody in the work. And he basically looks at the guy and is like, okay, come on, like, we're going, you're following me. And he basically goes on this road trip, and he is the passenger, hence the title, and he's the passenger of this guy who just murdered everyone in his work, and he has like a plan to go and kill his teacher and all the people who wronged him. And it's just so fucking good. Like, it's so fucking good. It's really triggering. So if you guys don't like any type of shooting, obviously nobody likes it, but if you can't handle something like that, then I would say don't watch that one. But definitely watch the trailers of the movies that I'm explaining, because yeah, again, I'm not explaining them well. I'm just saying why I liked them and some scenes that stuck out to me. Also, I loved the ending on The Passenger. So we have 3 more left. Next one is Talk to Me. Talk to Me, when it came out, everybody and their moms was on Twitter like, Talk to Me is the best movie ever. I'm pretty sure it did like records with A24. I love A24, but I don't know, it was good. It was so good, but the way everybody was like, talk to me, I don't know. I kind of expected like darker, maybe scarier. It's pretty fucking dark though. Actually, it is pretty dark. Y'all need to see it. There's some really fucked up scenes. So I'm a liar. I'm literally a fucking liar. Go watch Talk to Me. There's some dark ass scenes. It's basically about a little hand that is like an Ouija board. You hold on to the hand and you say some chant, and then now you can talk to the other side. And the rule is you can't do it longer than like 90 seconds. If you do it longer than 90 seconds, it can come into your body and stay there forever. So it basically follows some kids in high school, and they play with this hand, and there's just some really fucked up scenes. There's a really crazy scene with one of the characters. I don't want to give it away, but like, I might just put a little clip of it just so you see how fucked up this was. I don't even know if I can put that. So if I put a clip, you already know you need to go watch it. If I didn't put a clip that is that insane, then YouTube guidelines, I couldn't do it. But Talk to Me, definitely in my top 10 favorite horror movies of 2023. Coming in on the last 2, I'm definitely gonna have to say When Evil Lurks. It is a Spanish horror movie. It was so fucking scary. It is a Shudder film, and they really stepped it up this year. I'm not too big on Shudder films, and this one had me scared as fuck. There's so many jump scares. It's basically a movie about like possession, and if you kill what is possessed, or the person, the animal, anything that is possessed, then it will make you and your whole family do like crazy things. And last but not least, it's going to be Bose Afraid. That one is a psychological horror film. It's very slow. I think it's like 3 hours long, but it's more of a hereditary type movie. You need to watch the whole film. You need to pay attention the whole time. It's very slow, but the scenes you see make you feel something, and they're fucked up. So I really like Bose Afraid. There's one scene in the bathtub. That's all I'm gonna say. That scene fucked me up for some reason, okay? That scene fucked me up. And the ending is literally the biggest plot twist I ever seen in my entire life. Well, y'all, this is the end of the video. I definitely want to do some more horror videos. I'm gonna do like my top 5 horror movies on Netflix. Then we'll do Hulu, HBO, all of that stuff. I'm gonna try to get more professional at these and maybe like make some bullet points and stuff. But I just wanted to film tonight, honestly, and get a video out for y'all. I don't know, just be prepared and post once a week and be consistent. Yeah, so my next videos, hopefully they're a little bit more put together and stuff. This is my first time trying one of these, so please leave support. And also please tell me if y'all have seen any of these in my top 10, or tell me if you go watch which one you liked the most and why.